Hi, I'm Michelle Walsh. Often what appears to be a complex idea is best explained using a simple analogy. In the case of IEX and V-bonds, think for a moment of airline frequent flyer points. The airline issues points. You can spend your points for value in selected items, either with the airline or possibly with a few associated businesses. IEX is a bit like an airline, but with one big difference. You don't have just a few selected places to spend. Rather, you can potentially spend on all listings. Instead of points, you acquire V-bonds. Instead of flying, you're bartering or trading your way into a better financial position. Here is your skill ambassador, Maurizio Zappacosta, to explain the what, who, how and when of IEX.
Hi, my name is Maurizio Zappacosta, and I'm going to show you how a new innovation can help your clients to deal with financial stress caused by market downturns or liquidity or cash flow crisis. I'm a partner in a medium-sized practice, and we've been advising clients for nearly 25 years. Like you, I'm always seeking ways to provide the best commercial outcomes for my clients, so now I'm advising them to consider this innovation. It's called a value bond, or V-bond for short, and it's issued by the International Equity Exchange, or IEX as it's known. IEX is a membership cooperative with no joining fee of sophisticated entrepreneurs, corporations, government and other organisations. It operates an IT platform with capacity only dreamt of a few years ago. Your clients may well soon be seeking your advice on how to get a V-bond and how to use it effectively. For transparency, I'm a current validated owner of a V-bond. It's a loan to me to use to buy whatever I choose from the listings on the IEX website. The first step for your client to obtain a V-bond is simply to submit one conforming listing of any compliant item they wish to divest on the IEX website and wait for a buyer. Or should they have nothing to sell, they can make an application for a V-bond loan. Both require your client to pass an IEX probity test. The second step for a V-bond loan alternative is that they must complete 3 generic listing forms assisted by you for any asset, goods or service, whether owned by them or some other third party. IEX provides a multitude of buyers who are driven by a unique imperative to transact expeditiously within IEX terms and conditions. Examples of listings and categories are on the IEX website. Hi, Maurizio Zappacosta here. When I was first presented with the IEX model, I viewed it with my usual skepticism, but soon realised that it's just the next technological step in an old tested concept. New methods often evolve from old ideas via technology these days. IEX members are high net worth individuals, corporates and others, all wanting to engage securely with like-minded buyers and sellers on a strict transactional basis, with each party using their own lawyers. Downturn, recession and contractions. These are all phrases that describe cycles our economies encounter. Your clients know them intimately. They live the pain and you have often shared it with them. Sometimes only being able to advise on ways to minimise their suffering, and it often seems to be about the same old thing, liquidity, or more specifically, the lack of it. IEX can mitigate the inevitable contraction in wealth clients may suffer as their assets, goods and services become more difficult to sell to cash-impaired purchasers. Liquidity supply is essential to any stable economy. IEX can provide means to absorb economic fluctuation by empowering another form of liquidity, such as V-bonds. Value reallocations are largely performed through markets, some small and some large, like the stock exchange. IEX now provides another platform to exchange value and equity in items that can be transferred between individuals, businesses and governments. Imagine a client's business being able to buy some high-value capital item, raw material or service it needs without spending cash, thereby effectively preserving its liquid cash position for another day, achieved by simply using a V-bond instead. Hi, Maurizio Zappacosta here again. When a V-bond is used in a transaction, real value can be attained provided you act within the terms and conditions. Here's some questions with answers. Who ensures legitimacy and security? The IEX lawyers operate a validation and probity room, or VP room for short. How is the V-bond value underwritten? In the case of an approved IEX loan to your client, by your client's obligation to repay it in 20 years in the case of your client's listed items by the value you certify. What can my client sell? Any single or bundle of items as certified by you or as valued by an approved valuer. Your client's items can include unrecoverable revenue items such as bundles of empty hotel rooms, unsold event seating, or even superseded stock, plus more. To see some of the ideas, go to the category and example section on the IEX website. How does a client divest larger value items? IEX operates a securitization program that breaks down larger items into smaller tradable parcels. Prior to listing on the IEX website, the securitization program gives IEX members the opportunity to participate in acquiring chunks of much larger assets. What if the client wants to buy a specific item and for an amount greater or less than the V-bond value? IEX has approved commission-based consultants available to potentially fulfill any specific legal item request. Adjustments in price are paid in cash. Remember, IEX can increase your client profitability prospects by providing many enthusiastic buyers. Hi, it's Maurizio Zappacosta here again. I assume you're comfortable with the IEX procedures and your client has received their first V-bond. What's next? Their V-bond has some similarities to a promissory note, voucher or certificate they may have used before. A key difference, of course, is likely to be the quantum, and with their V-bond is now the entire IEX website listing which they can potentially redeem value. As you would appreciate, the larger the financial numbers emphasise the need for legal certainty, such as ensuring that the vendor has title, the legal right to sell, and what the extent of any security interest, and how is it removed so the sale can proceed. The solvency of the vendor needs to be considered, particularly if they are transacting a service that relies on the vendor remaining in business for a future period in time. Not to mention the probity issues, such as whether the vendor is legitimate. So to ensure peace of mind of all IEX members, IEX provides an added layer of scrutiny. V-bonds are not transferable in the absence of security protocols implemented by the IEX lawyers. Your client's V-bond transaction is complete. They may go on to multiply the value many times over in the next 20 years, at which time they are likely to be very glad to repay the initial principal amount with a V-bond. Thank you for watching the video series.